What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tonyd2wild checking in once again, back with the banger today, guys, with a review of the upcoming Jordan 3 Black Cement. The Jordan 3 Black Cement is set to release on November 23rd for a retail price point of $220. And in my opinion, going to be one of the biggest releases of this year, definitely when it comes from Jordan brand, but also for the sneaker world in general. This is definitely a cult classic. To some people out there, they think that it's too sudden of a return. I get it. The last time we actually saw the Jordan 3 Black Cement was back in 2018. And I am kind of on a conflicting side whether or not I think that the quality on this pair is better than the pair of 2018. I'll let you guys and girls decide on that one, but one thing in particular, I loved the leather that was featured on that 2018 pair. When it comes to the 2024 pair, it is nice. It's a little bit more smooth, but it's not as tumbled, and it's definitely way more expensive. I also noticed that these are a size 8.5, and in my humble opinion, these fit a little bit more snug than the previous Jordan 3 Black Cements that I've previously owned. Yes, I've broken them in, but they do seem to fit a little bit smaller. Something just out of the ordinary for me when it comes to threes, because I usually can tell there's a difference if it's a difference. I've been reviewing threes all throughout the year. So that is something to, speak on. Am I saying you need to go up half a size? Not necessarily, but you should, if you can, try them on before making that judgment. These are a size 8.5. I'm going to stick with the 8.5 and just break them in, but they do fit a little snug that some people out there may not like that or appreciate that. Now, the Jordan 3 released in 1988, and this is in the black cement colorway. There, of course, was the white cement, and then we have the black cement. It did feature the Nike Air on the back, and that is some of the things that they kept on this pair that they did bring back in the 2018 pair. So they did bring a lot of that nostalgia back, a lot of the OG classic to it back, with the Nike Air on the back, the Nike Air on the inside, on the insole, as well as on the outsole as well. The shape overall, for the most part, compared to that previous pair, for the most part, they seem pretty similar. I will say that the toe box from the side portion seems to be slimmer on this pair compared to that of the 2018 pair that seemed a little more bulky. Now, these have been worn and beat to the ground and worn as much as possible. This was an everyday type of sneaker when I, got it and wore it, but you can still see that there's some slight differences of the shoe. It just looks like a more bulkier shoe. Another thing that I noticed when even doing the on foot of the 2024 pair, and as you can see, is that there's a lot less cushioning featured on the 2024 pair. Look at the cushioning on this pair from 2018 and then 2020. So it has, I guess you could say, a more slim profile. Maybe that's something that you like, maybe it's not, but I will say that wearing these compared to these, it felt thin. There's not much padding. It felt a lot thin and less padding on this pair compared to that of the 2018. I'm just trying to be honest, and I know that some people are not gonna like it. I do not see this as much as an upgrade to the 2018 pair. Am I gonna still buy this pair? Yes. I want an updated version of these. I beat them to the ground. I got leather ripping. I'm still gonna probably rock these even more, but I still do want a new pair to add in, a fresh pair to add in. Do I believe and think that they're worth $220? No, I think Jordan brand is out their damn mind. Why are you buying it then, Tony? Because this is probably one of the last shoes I'm gonna be buying of this year, this pair, along with those Legend Blues, and I'm pretty much checked out, so I can do that. But I am being honest that $220, and I already told you guys, $250 is where it's done. It's done. It don't matter if you can drop these in 5 more years for $260, $255, $251. No, I'm done. Done data. I'll review them, but I ain't copping them. Okay? So hold me to it. Save that one, because that's just when it's going to get a little bit too much. With that said, another big difference that I actually like though on this pair compared to this older pair is the actual elephant print. I feel like over time, the elephant print on the 2018 pairs have been, and even before then, like before that, a lot of the retros had a very extreme dark elephant print, almost too dark compared to the original, that I feel like this kind of, at least the front portion as well as some of the back, kind of fell in line a little bit more. There was dark elephant print, but it wasn't as dark and as bulky and blotchy, I would say. It seemed as if it filled in the cracks and the crevices, but it didn't like leak out and overspill like some of the Jordan 3s that we've had over the years. But that's one thing I would say I like about this pair more than this pair right here. You can obviously see that there's a lot of tumbled leather going on, whereas on the newer pair is a little bit more smooth. I would say that the older pair, from the images that are seen at least, they seem to be a little bit more in line with a more smooth. It's slightly tumbled, but more smooth from what I just seen image-wise. But I still feel like, I don't know, I did like this leather quality a little bit more. These are just Jordan 3 black cements. They're not reimagined. They're not remastered. They're none of that. They're just straight up Jordan 3 black cements. It has the OG hang tag. And someone even commented that on the shot drop pairs that they did not have this on here. So that was a little wild as well. Black / fire red cement Air Jordan 3 retro on the box. You also have the pamphlet featured here with the old school, you know, engineering of the Jordan 3, showing you all that is within it, which is dope. Nice nod to the classic itself. You have the Jumpman logo and the Nike Air logo, Jumpman logo there, Nike Air logo there. And this is going to be available in a full family size run, so everybody and their mama will be able to get a pair of these bad boys right here. Now, only on foot, I did keep it on, forgive me. I just wanted to rock it like that. I'm not going to rock it like that. I'm going to eventually just take it off. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep these on ice for a little bit and continue to destroy these until they're done, and then maybe, you know, pull these bad boys out. But as you can see, some of those slight differences is the elephant print, as stated before, a little bit less blotchy and more light on the print itself. The Nike Air on the back, pretty much all the same there. The shape on the back as well is a little bit more slim. You have like an overall just more slim sneaker. I am very curious though, what some of you guys are saying. Do you like this more? Do you don't? Do you like the older pair? Just out of curiosity, I'm very, very curious. Also, peep the tongues. Look how thick the 2018 pair tongue is compared to that of the 2024. It's a couple of differences all around. So, you know, if you don't got a 2018 pair, I'm happy. You'll probably more than likely be able to get a pair, so I'm not trying to ruin your parade. I'm going to grab them as well, but I do want to always give you guys my honest opinion, and that is a opinion. It's not me saying don't buy it. It's not me saying they're horrible. It's not me saying none of that. I'm just giving you my opinion on this pair, how good it is, what I like, what I am concerned about, and then also comparing it to the direction we're going from the 2018 to 2024. So that's something to keep in mind. The perforated holes that I spoke of that on the previous pair, I see that there is not that much of a difference that I once thought. I thought that the holes just looked a little bit different. And maybe what it actually is when looking at them is my eyes is playing tricks on me. There's not really, I do see now what's going on. And it was mainly on this little portion right here. There's way more holes on the side paneling with the lace eyelets right here than on these pairs right here. So that's something also I noticed. There's like less holes. We'll show that on the B-roll. Brush strokes on these are good. There's a little bit of widow's peak here and there, nothing out of the ordinary, but the overall paint job on these, for the most part, I have no issue with whatsoever. Really don't have an issue with anything but the price point. And I'm a little bit like, these are pretty thin. They just feel thin. There's not much cushioning. And usually when it comes to threes, there is a lot of cushioning. Specifically on the heel on this portion, it just feels, when I was wearing them, they just kind of felt a little flimsy. They felt flimsy. I'm being 100. That's what it is. They felt flimsy and a little bit of cheapo. I'm sorry, I'm just being 100. Do not kill me, guys. Be happy I'm being honest, okay? If you want to spend $220, do it. I'm doing it. But I'm going to keep it $1,000, okay? With that said, these are going to be one of the biggest releases of this year, and there's a lot of pairs, and it's a big GR, so you should be able to get your hands on it. So just be on the lookout and be ready to go, okay? And let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section as always. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.